ICE announcing a brand new operation to conduct welfare checks on the 450,000 children that the Biden administration placed with unvetted sponsors, some of whom were sex traffickers, gang members, and abusers. The Trump administration has already located more than 24,400 children, and some of these stories are absolutely heartbreaking, like this one. A 1-year-old unaccompanied minor crossed the border during the Obama administration. That little girl is now 12 years old. During her 11 years in America, she lived with a series of relatives and endured horrifying abuse. According to Fox's Brooke Taylor, she was found in the custody of 2 sisters who have now been arrested. The 12-year-old was found, quote, with injuries all over her body, extreme malnutrition, and an infected gash on her head and zip ties around her wrist. Among those who abused this innocent child were her one-time sponsor, a distant uncle that she was placed with in 2024, despite being an illegal immigrant with a criminal conviction. That sponsor, that alleged abuser, was given temporary protected status by the Biden administration. Why? Here is video that Brooke Taylor obtained of the Trump administration arresting that man just yesterday. This is just one of the nearly 500,000 children that the Trump administration is seeking to protect.
In just 10 days, we've been able to remove, in partnership with the state of Florida, over 230 of the worst heinous criminals from their streets. Our job as law enforcement is to protect the most vulnerable. Democrats will tell you that that is the criminal illegal aliens who they have let run free in our communities, but not this group of law enforcement. We know that it's the children that is our job to protect.
Deputy ICE Director Madison Sheahan joins us now. It's great to speak with you, and it's so important what you are doing. I want to scroll the results of your operation to find these nearly 500,000 children. Here are some of the sponsors that you found. These are children who were placed with these individuals all across the country. Madison, Arizona, felony aggravated assault, another sponsor, larceny, another sponsor, domestic violence. You can see all of these sponsors. Why did the Biden administration place children with these individuals?
Look, when you have open border policies like the Biden administration did, there's no telling who is coming into this country. And these coyotes and the worst of the worst were using children to come into this country because they knew they would remain unvetted. They allowed them to run free throughout this country. We think it's over 500,000 people that the Biden administration has allowed to be trafficked into this country and put with some heinous criminals that they say are their mentors and their sponsors. And that's just not true. We've made it our mission, thanks to President Trump and Secretary Noem, to go find these children and reunite them with their families. And we have great partnerships through our 287G program and our other federal partners to be able to go find these kids. It's our job as law enforcement to protect the most vulnerable. And that's exactly what we're able to do thanks to President Trump's leadership on this issue.
You know, Deputy Director Sheahan, there's no more important thing than this. As a mom, it really crushes my spirit to hear this. And you see folks like J.B. Pritzker who have resisted ICE and attacked ICE, and Newsom and others. I'm wondering on this specifically, locating children, helping children, are they working with you?
They're not working with us, and we hope that they will come to the table and work with us on this issue. We find that we can come together as Americans to protect children. We understand the value of reuniting them with their families. We're just not seeing these political leaders step up to the plate like we have with President Trump and Secretary Noem to go find these children. And as we continue to work, we'll work day in and day out to locate these children and reunite them to their families. But also, as Secretary Noem says, get rid of these dirtbags that are in this country harming and hurting our children.
So Operation Dirtbag down in my home state of Florida, huge effort, 150 alleged sexual offenders that you found there. You did it in 10 days with Governor DeSantis. Could you explain to our viewers the kind of challenges you would face if you sought to do a 10-day operation like this? And let's say J.B. Pritzker, Chicago.
With the state of Florida, we have a fantastic partnership. Using our 287G program, we're able to work together to share intelligence and targeting information to go after those sexual predators. These are people who have already committed crimes in the United States or even in their home country, and they've been able to run free for years. We're able to target them based off the sexual predator data that we have and the intelligence that we have at the local level to go after these heinous criminals that are just sitting in our communities. If we were to go into a state like Illinois or California to do this, we would not see the cooperation that we do at the state level like we do in the state of Florida, making it much harder for the men and women of ICE to go and do their jobs because Governor Pritzker continues to villainize our law enforcement as they go out and enforce the law as it's written.